Hi, this is Engineer Khalid. Today I am going to show you presentation for the construction activities, all stages for a small building project. So here I will show you the building. This is our building. This is a ground plus 2 floor building. So I will show you all the activities step by step, all stages for the structural activities. This is very good video for the fresh engineers who are going to site. They will have a small knowledge before going to site. What activity they will perform at site, they can understand now. Also for the final year students, it's also very good for them. So we'll start from the excavation. You can see we will do the excavation for the whole plots. We'll do the excavation until the bottom of foundations. So after we did the excavation, we will do the compaction of the whole plot. This compaction is very important so that there should be less risk of any settlement in the future. So after the excavation done, the compaction done, we will carry out the compaction test of the compacted area. So we'll do the field density test. If the compaction is okay, we will proceed to the next activity. But if the compaction is not okay, we'll repeat the compaction. After compaction, we'll place a gravel base above the excavated area. It will give the more stability, and we'll do the compactions. Again, we will do the compaction test for the gravel base also to ensure that our base for the foundations is strong enough against any settlement. So our excavation is done. We're ready for the PCC under the foundations. We'll do the anti-termite for the individual foundation. You can see in the photo we are doing the anti-termite under the foundations. We'll fix a small formwork, small wooden batten 5 centimeter, because our PCC under the foundation is 5 centimeters. So you can see we are ready to cast the PCC. Now we are casting the PCC for the foundations. Under the PCC we need a polythene sheet 1000 gauge. So PCC is done. You can see the individual foundation for the PCC. And now we're going to start the waterproofing above the PCC of foundations as bituminous waterproofing. And this waterproofing will protect with a protection membrane. You can see the blue color. This is a protection membrane above the PCC of foundations. So our foundations are ready to execute. So the first step for the foundations will fix a formwork for the individual foundation. You can see we have the plywood shutter as a formwork for the individual foundations. Then we'll fix the steel reinforcements for the foundations, individual footings, and the starter bars. So foundations are ready, steel is ready, the starter bar is ready. So we are ready to cast the concrete. You can see here we are doing the concrete for the foundations. In the left side we are doing the concrete, and the right side you see we've done the concrete. So we have done the concrete for our foundations. The next day we will remove the side shutter for the foundations, and we will do the curing, water curing for the foundations. The curing is must because it's a structural element. To attain the concrete strength, we need the curing. You can see here we are doing the waterproofing for the foundations. After the waterproofing for the foundations, again above the foundations we have one more activity which is called the neck columns. Why we cast the neck columns? Because we have the plinth beams above the foundations. So plinth beams are a little high, so we will cast a neck columns at the level of plinth beam, and the neck column also should be waterproof. So you can see we did the waterproofing for the neck column for the foundation, and the protection membrane is also in place, the buccal for the waterproofing. So now we will fill around the foundations because we will not carry out the plinth beams because the plinth beams are high. So we have to backfill around the footings to fill up the area, to elevate the area until we reach to the plinth beam. So we are doing the excavation stage step by step. We are doing the compaction. We are doing the compaction test for each layer. The layer should be not more than 25 centimeters. So we have reached. So when we attain the bottom of plinth beams, we'll do the PCC for the plinth beam and then the waterproofing. So here we can see we have backfilled all the foundations, and we came to the plinth beam level, and we have fixed the steel for the plinth beam. No, you cannot see the foundation because all the foundations are filled up with backfill and compacted, and now we are ready for the plinth beam. The steel is ready, the shutter is ready, and we are ready to cast concrete for the plinth beam. We are casting the plinth beam now. So you can see our structure is stitched to the plinth beam. The plinth beam are being casted, and the foundations are already backfilled. You cannot see the foundation. You can see only on the ground level only the plinth beam, because the plinth beam or tie beam are tied all the foundations. The foundations are now underground, and you can see only the plinth beam. Later on we will do the waterproofing for the plinth beam. You see here we did the waterproofing because the plinth beam will also go under the ground, will not be visible. Only the visible will be the ground floor slab. So plinth beam we are doing the waterproofing again. Then we will fill around the plinth beams. We are doing the backfilling around the plinth beam to go until to reach the ground floor level or the grade slab level. So again, in the plinth beam you can see this in the shape of boxes. It's connecting the foundations. So we are doing the backfilling layer by layer. Plinth beams now is less visible, it's backfilled in layers, and we are doing compaction for the each layer until the grade slab level. So now the plinth beams are backfilled. It's now gone under the ground, and the next activity we are ready to start the PCC for the grade slab. Before PCC we will do the anti-termite spray. This is, you can see in the photo, it's an anti-termite spray is going on. Then after the anti-termite we'll place a polythene sheet of 1000 gauge, and then we will do the PCC under the grade slab. So now you can see our foundations are now, and the underground has gone, and our plinth beam are also not visible. It has also gone underground. Everything is backfilled. The foundations are backfilled, the plinth beams are backfilled, the PCC is done for the grade slab. Now we are ready for the grade slab. So about the PCC of the grade slab, we will do the waterproofing. We're doing the waterproofing about the PCC because to protect the concrete of the ground floor from any seepage. So after the PCC is done, waterproofing done, we will fix the steel reinforcement for the ground slab, and we'll fix the cover block you can see here. And now we are casting the ground slab, which is also the grade slab. So now our substructure, this is called typically a substructure, which involve our foundations and column and neck columns and the grids and the tie beams all are gone underground. Now we reach to the ground floor and it's not visible, everything is gone under the grid. So now we are ready to start our vertical elements, which are the columns from ground floor to the first floor. So before we did the excavation and the backfilling and the foundations and whatever our previous activities, these were the substructure. Now we are on the superstructure. Above the ground we are superstructure, and below the ground it was a substructure. So we fixed the steel reinforcement for the columns from ground to first, and then we are fixing the formwork for the columns from ground to first, and we will cast the columns. Now this is called a superstructure. I will tell you again, whatever we have done under the ground slab, it was a substructure, and now what we are doing above the ground slab, it's a superstructure. So we have casted the columns. You can see here we have casted the column from ground to the first floor level, which is the part of our superstructure. We do the curing for the columns. It's because the structural element. After the concrete of the columns are done for the whole project, all the columns from the ground to the first floor level done, we'll start shutter for the first floor slab. First floor slab, you can see the left side photo, we have done the scaffolding, and the right side above the scaffolding we have covered it with the plywood sheets. So our first floor slab is ready, formwork done. Now we are fixing the steel reinforcement and the post tension. You can see in this photo the steel is done, the post tension is done. We are ready to cast the first floor slab. So here we are casting the first floor slab. You can see the first floor slab is going on a concrete casting with the concrete pumps. So first floor slab, the concrete is done. When the next day we will come and we will do the curing. We'll do the curing, water curing, which is very important for the concrete, because this concrete of the slab is a structural element and it's part of superstructure. So we have reached now first floor, so we'll go jump from first to second. So what we need, we will fix the steel reinforcement for the columns or vertical element from first floor to the second floor. So we'll use the same sequence from ground to first. We did the column, now we're doing the column from the first to second. We fix the steel. Now in the here you can see the formwork for the column from the first to the second. After we'll cast the column, you can see we have casted the columns for the first floor level to the second floor level. After all the columns are casted for the whole buildings, we'll start formwork. Formwork again for the second floor. The same procedure for the formwork which we did the formwork for the first floor. We'll follow the same procedure for the second floor. The second floor formwork is done. Is ready to take the steel. So the steel we have fixed and the post tension for the second floor slab. It is the same activity what we did in the steel and for the formwork for first floor, and it is the same repeated activity for the second floor. So we are casting the concrete for the second floor. So you can see here our structure has reached to the second floor level. We did excavation and foundations and tie beams and columns, and now we reach the second floor. And here you can see we will remove the shutter from the first floor slab, and the slab will look like this. It's very neat and clean. And when we will remove the slab shutter, when the concrete will get its required compressive strength. Now you can see here the structure is completed up to the second floor, and we are fixing the steel columns from the second floor until the roof. And you can see the steel reinforcement is bent from the top. Why it is bent? Because the columns are terminated on the roof. It's not going above the roof, so the columns are terminated. You can see the bent bars. The steel from the top is bent because it is the last level. So the columns are casted from the second floor to the roof. Now we have done all the concrete columns for the second floor until the roof. Now what we will do, we are ready to start the formwork for the roof floor slab. Roof floor slab formwork is going on, is done, and it is same activity which we did at first floor and the second floor and the roof floor. And then again we will do the steel reinforcement for the roof floor slab. In the steel you can see the slab is plain from the top, and there is no steel going above the slab because it's the last slab of the project, because it's a ground plus 2, it means 2 plus roof. So the concrete is going on for the roof floor slab. So our structure is almost complete. We have done the roof floor slab. We did the, you can remember, we did the ground floor, we did the foundations, then the ground, then the first floor, second floor roof, and the final we did the parapet also. Parapet on the roof floor all around the building. After the roof is done, we will have some roof treatment which is called the waterproofing. So we will do the waterproofing on the roof, which will prohibit any water is not coming down, any leakage, any seepage from the roof. After we'll put the water on the roof above the waterproofing to ensure to see practically whether the water will come down or no. If the water will come down from the roof, it means the waterproofing is not enough, so we'll do it again. So if it's okay, we'll remove the water and we put the sheet for the heat insulation, because it's a GCC countries, it's very hot weather. So on the roof we put the heat insulation, and the last we will do the roof tiles. So our ground plus 2 buildings is done for all the structural parts. We did the structural works here. I have not shown you any finishing activities, because the finishing activities I have made another videos for all different activities, because the structure activity is a one sequence, but for the finishings each items is a separate description. So I will make another one videos for all finishing, like plaster, block, tiles, paint, everything. So this was a small presentation for the ground plus 2 building. It's very good for the fresh engineers. And in the last of this video you can see I have just typed all the steps which we have done in this presentation for the all steps for the construction of small buildings. It's step-by-step activities. It can be a step-by-step activity. It's very good if you can read the steps and you can see the steps and memorize the step, because it's one of the question which is coming in the interview. When you are going for the civil engineer interview, they might ask, please tell me the step-by-step stages for the construction of a building. So just see the videos, see more time if you get an idea, see another time unless you get the good idea, so that you can get the answer in the question. Also, it is very good for the engineer who are going to join the site. They have the knowledge, they can get the knowledge that what activity exactly we are going to do on the site, on the project. So before you go to the site, just look the video and just try to understand all the steps, so that it is very helpful in your career. Thank you very much.